Your piano teacher Tim here, and today I'm going to give you a list of pieces and exercises you should be practicing as a beginner student. In the order you should be playing them. The first type of exercise you should be playing is the 5-finger exercise. Now I've included a link to all these in the description for you. The reason you should start with these and not any other exercise to begin with is that you want to get used to playing and getting your hands on the keyboard in a certain set position. And the first position you're going to learn about is in C position. And all these exercises involve are developing the most basic coordination between both hands, just really moving up and down with your 5 fingers. Believe it or not, if you're a beginner, it's something you're going to want to spend time on. And each exercise involves, the same basic pattern, just like in a different order perhaps. And what I recommend you do is go through maybe the first page of these. Like I said, it's all about getting used to playing in, getting your hands on the keyboard and playing simple exercises. You can obviously continue into the other pages if you wish. The first types of pieces you should be practicing are nursery rhymes. And again, because I'm so nice, I've included a link to some free ones for you over with our friends makingmusicfun.net. I actually don't know if they're my friends or not. They probably don't even know I exist. But it's a wonderful website. Some of these you have to pay for, but as you can see, most of them are, free, which is great. The ones I recommend you start with, and the reason nursery rhymes are so great for what you're trying to do as a beginner, is that they involve simple notes and simple rhythms. You're not going to be moving up and down the keyboard a whole lot, which is something you want to avoid when you're first starting out. Some people jump right into release. As you can see, there's a lot of hand position changes right away. So taking a look at this piece here, I recommend you start with Mary Had a Little Lamb. This one's perfect. You get your hand right in the C position here. The same position you use for those exercises I just mentioned. So start with Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let's go back to the website here so I can recommend what other ones you start with. Mary Had a Little Lamb is great to start. Let's see. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, also a great one to start out with. You can really start out with any of these. Some of them, Row, Row, Row Your Boat is great. You want to look over here because they are listed as levels. And you would want to start with the level 1s first, and then maybe do level 2s, level 3s. So it makes a lot of sense. And then down at the bottom of the page, as you can see just on page 1, Itsy Bitsy Spider, also great to start out with. There's also a next page. So there's tons and tons and tons of these to learn, which is excellent. So the first types of pieces you should be playing are what? Nursery rhymes, not high-level classical pieces, at least not for most of us. All right, let's get on to the next exercise I recommend you learn after these. Okay, one of the first exercises besides the 5-finger ones you should learn are scales. Now, scales are very rudimentary. They're not the most exciting to play, at least for most people, but they are so important, mainly because, and links in the description for you, by the way, mainly because they involve playing the same note between both hands. And these will actually start to get you to play out of that standard 5-finger position. So that's why I've listed these after the other ones I've mentioned. And they really just involve starting from one note, like C, and then playing all the notes in between to the next C. You have to be a little bit more careful because, after the C scale, they get a little more complex. The reason I picked this sheet to include in the description and to show on the stream here is they actually write in where the flats take place for each, and sharps take place for each scale. So each scale has a collection of either sharps or flats you have to be careful of. This one also includes the fingers that you should be using. So remember, finger 1 is always thumb, no matter what hand, and you count from thumb to pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they tell you what you should be doing with those. Obviously, if you're just starting out, I recommend learning these hands separate and not hands together. Hands separate, real slow, and then do it hands together. Okay, on to the next pieces. There are more pieces you should learn as a beginner after you've learned some of your scales. I recommend you learn at least all of the major scales. You don't have to learn them all at once, but get started on your scales before moving on to these. After you learn some scales, you got some under your belt, you want to learn these next. And these are easier versions of classic piano pieces, not necessarily classical pieces. That's a specific genre of music, but the pieces that, what I mean by that is pieces that like everybody has known and heard before. As you can see, we got For Elise. Now that one's a level 3. Again, you want to start with the level 1 pieces first, but as you can see here, you got Minuet in G by Bach. You have Happy Birthday. Happy Birthdays, you know, it's actually right where we need it to be for the example we're doing. But you don't want to learn Happy Birthday right off, because Happy Birthday involves a bit more hand movement than some of the other ones. But not overly complicated at the same time. So go through these. I don't necessarily have a recommended order in which you should learn all of them. Just go through and learn the level 1s. And again, as you can see, there's a huge collection here, makingmusicfun.net. A link in the description, of course. And you can click on the next page and continue. So learn as many of these as you can. Honestly, if you want to learn all the level 1s and then all the level 2s that are listed, all the level 3s, 4s, and 5s, feel free to do that. But that's what I recommend you do after you've done 5-finger exercises, nursery rhymes, scales. You want to learn easier versions of classic piano pieces. All right, on to the next exercise. Before I introduce the next exercise, if you found the lesson helpful so far, make sure to smash that like button. It lets other people know this is a quality lesson they can learn from as well. Okay, on to hand exercises. Okay, hand exercises. Now, what are these about? Well, let me show you. These involve playing a set pattern, and each time you just move that pattern up one note, up the keyboard, and each pattern is designed to train a certain part of your hand. These are sort of like the 5-finger exercises I was telling you about, except there's a bit more going on now. They're great for getting used to playing your hands in sync and playing just different patterns, and like I said, they work out each a different part of your hand. You can find these over on handin-online.com. Of course, I'm going to include a link for you in the description. I recommend learning at least 10 of these to start out with. And what I like to do with students is I like to learn the first 10, and then I like to go back and I like to relearn the first 10, like not really relearn them, but play them again, and then get them up to speed using a metronome. All right, I've got more for you. Okay, now these exercises you want to learn after you've learned everything else I've mentioned today, or at least gotten started on them. And they are Czerny exercises in what we call the School of Velocity, or in German, however you pronounce that. All right, and as you go through, there's a bunch of these. They just kind of show you the general exercise in the beginning, but you want to start here. The great thing about these, and why I love these so much, is they combine a lot of different aspects of playing piano and things you should know and learn while playing piano, such as chords. The chords appear in the left hand. Of course, there are other exercises that change this up, but the great thing is they combine chords along with scales. So you're getting used to those scale finger crosses and playing chords at the same time. This is a lot more of a real world example of what you're going to see in a piece. Of course, these are more like exercise-y kind of things, if that's even a word. But anyway, as you can see now, like number 2 has it swapped. Now you're doing scales with the left hand, chords with the right hand. So it really does a great job, each exercise, at working out a different thing. Like number 3 here is all arpeggios. And believe me, you're going to see all of these patterns in your real music a lot. And I mean a lot. So Cherny School of Velocity, check it out. Links for you in the description. These exercises are enough, I think, to keep you busy for some time, and hopefully it's alleviated some of the concerns or questions you've had about what you should be working on and in what order to progress properly. If you want me to make a follow-up lesson to this, continuing basically with more exercises, perhaps for maybe more intermediate students, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you there. And make sure to check out the courses over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, where I have over 20 courses designed to help you learn about not just piano, but music theory, improvisation, rhythm, ear training, and anything else I felt you would need to become a well-rounded piano player and musician. If you like what you see over here on the YouTube channel, you're going to love these courses because not only do you get instructional videos, but you also get notes that accompany, that go along with them, worksheets, sheet music, real sheet music to play, and assignments, so that you're not only just learning each topic, because on YouTube we just kind of learn something and then move on and then learn something and move on. This is a real structured way to learn everything in order, but also with all the material, like you'll learn about a topic and then you'll also get an opportunity to practice and master that as well. So that's the main draw of why you should sign up for these courses. And make sure you're subscribed, you have all notifications turned on, because we have new lessons coming out all the time and you don't want to miss a beat. Also be sure to check out some of the other lessons on the channel already. There are a lot of them and they can really help you out. So check out these.